Hello and welcome to this review of the An American Werewolf in London Arrow video presentation on Blu-ray. I'm going to show the trailer of the film first and I'll be back with the review.
La 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 la. Isn't this fun? Lovely stroll on the moors. Did you hear that? I heard that. What is it? You think it's a dog? Nice doggy. Good boy.
What happened to them?
Well, the police report said they were attacked by an escaped lunatic.
A wolf. My friend Jack was just here. Told me that I will become a monster in 2 days.
Your dead friend, Jack.
Yes.
Gotta believe me, David.
Believe what? You're one of the undead, and I'm a werewolf.
Tomorrow night's the full moon. You're gonna change.
A what?
You'll become...
I know. A monster.
A naked American man stole my balloon.
What?
What did I do last night?
You don't remember?
The last remaining werewolf must be destroyed.
It's you, David. Run!
Good Lord.
I hope you enjoyed that. And here it is, the UK version of The American Werewolf in London. Look at that cover. Smart, isn't it? I should put it on the screen and so you can see what it looks like. There it is. I'm going to be reviewing some of the extras on the UK version of American Werewolf in London. I'll just show you the inside of the case. There it is, by Arrow Video. I'll show you the reverse. Sorry for the lights. Look at all them special edition extras on the back of the cover. I'm going to be reading them off in a minute. I just watched the American Werewolf in London on Blu-ray, and the picture quality is amazing for what it is. For a film that was released in 1981, it's amazing. Right, I'm going to start off reading some of the special features of the disc, and I will then talk about some of the cast members. So, we have a new 2018 4K restoration from the original camera negative, supervised by John Landis himself. It's a high definition Blu-ray 1080p presentation. It has original uncompressed 1.0 mono and optional 5.1 DTS HD master audio, an optional subtitle for the deaf and hard of hearing, a new audio commentary by Beware the Moon filmmaker Paul Davis, an audio commentary by actors David Naughton and Griffin Dunne, and that will be interesting to listen to. I haven't actually listened to that one yet. Mark of the Beast, the legacy of the Universal Werewolf, newly produced feature-length documentary by filmmaker Daniel Griffiths, with John Landis and David Naughton, Joe Dante and more. That sounds like a good documentary to be watching. An American filmmaker in London, a newly filmed interview with John Landis in which he reflects on British cinema and his time working in Britain. I Think He's a Jew, the Werewolf's Secret New Video essay by filmmaker John Spiro, Elstree 1976, about the formative experiences with John Landis' film. There's so many extras on this disc. Well, Where's the Wolf? New featurette, in which special effects artist Dan Martin and Tim Laws of the Prop Store look at some of the original costumes and special effects artifacts from the film. And what's next? Beware of the Moon, Paul Davis acclaimed feature-length exploration of Landis film with both extensive cast and crew interviews. Then it's a making of the American Werewolf in London, a lengthy archive interview with director about the film. Then it's makeup artist Rick Baker on American Werewolf in London with a legendary makeup artist, discusses his work on the film. I Walked with a Werewolf, an archival interview with the makeup artist about Universal Horror and its legacy of the Wolfman films. Casting of the Hand, an archival footage from Rick Baker's workshop as they cast David Naughton's hand outtakes. Like that. Original trailers, teasers and radio spots. Extensive image gallery featuring over 200 stills, posters and other euphoria. Reversible sleeve featuring original poster art and artwork by Graham Humphreys. Now, that's all the extras on this disc, and it's only a single disc. So that's a lot of special features for a single disc version of the film. Right, I'm going to talk about some of the stars. I mean, most of you who are watching this do know where the film goes, with two American boys come to England to do a bit of sightseeing, and they get attacked by a werewolf. Griffin Dunne sadly dies, Jack Goodman, and David survives, but then he has the curse of the werewolf, where he has to turn on the next full moon. And he's nursed back to health by Jenny Agutter, Nurse Alex Price. And I will show you some of the pictures now of some of the cast. Now, here's David and Jack. That's where on the moors going, what's going on? That's where they get attacked by the werewolf. And, of course, Griffin Dunne, Jack in green, does sadly die. And David, the one with the red coat, he survives and has to live with the curse of the werewolf. Well, that's the two main stars. And here we have Jenny Agutter, the one and only. Remember, you can see her today in Call the Midwife. She was originally in films like Logan's Run and The Railway Children. When she was younger, she's been doing films all her life, so she's got loads and loads of films. But she was in American Werewolf when she was in her early 20s. So there's the David's girlfriend. I'm going on to some legends now. Here is Brian Glover, where he says the joke in the pub. Do you hear the one about the crashing plane? Remember, Brian Glover's been in quite a few films. One of my favourite films of Brian Glover was in Alien 3, where he was like the jailer, where all the prisoners went and they got lost and forgotten. So that's Brian Glover. He's gone now, rest in peace, but he's one of the great stars of the film. Also, someone you don't really see much of in the film, but he's in there and he was a great star on the TV series in the comedy world in the 80s. It is Rick Mail. He's in the pub with Brian Glover and he's having a drink with him, and he's in the background, but that's one of his early films that Rick Mail did. And he did quite a few films. He did Young Ones and Drop Dead Fred. That was one of his greatest films he did with Phoebe Cates. But like I said, I'd like to see some of the cast that was in the film, but don't get so much of the limelight. So that's Rick Mail. Now, all I can say is this Blu-ray, I mean, I've read off all the extras, is an amazing Blu-ray. If you haven't already bought American Werewolf in London on Blu-ray and you intend to buy it in the UK, this is the version to buy. Remember, this is a Region B disc, so if you're in the USA, you will need a multi-region or Region 3 Blu-ray player to play it. I will be doing on my next review a film I've been talking about, the classic 1980 version of Prom Night. There it is, by 101. They've released this, and I'm going to be doing a little video on prom night. Also, I will be doing a review of Carrie, the classic Sissy Spacek film, later. And also, I will be doing a review on Nightbreed later on. But remember, people, if you like these little videos I'm doing on the horror films, please consider dropping me a like on the video or even a subscription on YouTube, and leave some comments on the video. So until the next video review, it's WARRIC signing off. Remember, I am a game streamer. You can catch me on all platforms if you want to see me playing all the latest video games on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox. Until the next horror review, I will see you soon. So until then, it's bye bye.